Hello friends of YouTube. Today I bring you another account to feature, but this is less of an account review and more of an account highlight. I like highlighting cool accounts. Maybe we had the Sherlock account last week. This week I bring you GDP. If you don't know, GDP is a huge whale, or at least was. GDP made YouTube videos and endgame content that allowed lots of players who were deep in the far reaches of endgame and allowed them to, I'd say, see the nuances of heroes and understand how to best approach their endgame accounts. This could have been boss fights like Broken Spaces, where he was pioneering Garuda plus Gurk and eventually Delasium stuff to get huge damage and break world records. We also saw him pushing other game modes, some in the Void. Elsewhere, he did some stuff in PvP. And it resulted in a really cool channel, which I don't think enough people really got to appreciate. And then one day, GDP decided, after many weeks of having basically decided what he wanted from the game, to quit and not play as much. He handed over the account to another well-known whale called Jesus and decided to take a backseat from spending. And when I say GDP was a whale, he was buying most things he could that would offer him progress. And to give you a little bit of insight into GDP, allow me to read these words he sent me. So he said the reason he stopped playing and spending was because he holds the ideology that his money goes where his time is and where he has fun. So basically, he invests his capital in things he likes to do and spends time doing. Makes total sense. He didn't like the direction the game was going with the huge gaps that were created in PvP, and it just made him not have as much fun. So GDP was a big PvP head like myself, and as things moved towards PvE and values like speed, attack, and HP became more unpredictable, all thanks to the Celestial Island, it just results in a game where he could no longer know what he was up against and couldn't min-max different things and theory craft things, because at the end of the day, the true value of power was how much you spent, not the strategic skill you brought to the game. He also went through a breakup, which really wrecked him, and it just made him stop playing altogether. And that was at the end of October, I think in either 2021 or 2020, I can't remember. And that is when he handed over the account, and it had a few monthly cards loaded up, but after that was completely free to play. And GDP has spent over $75,000 on the game, VIP 13, and level 402. Let's go take a look at what we have. He has 4.8 million gold, 5,000 gems. So this is quite a funny thing to see. He's gone ahead and his gems have just slowly hemorrhaged over time. I imagine he probably had hundreds of thousands of gems, and you'll find as soon as you stop spending, the gems go, right? They just disappear. It's so easy for them just to go. And 4.8 million gold is a lot. I wonder where your spirit is at. I know the hero list, we'll take a look at that in a second. 7.3 billion spirits. So he's not struggling with gold or spirit. And I think that's mainly the fact that he's been free to play for quite some time, which is quite hilarious. And just to give you an idea of this account, I remember when GDP was like, dude, I failed a page. He took a screenshot and he had all his E5s and he was like, I did it. And yeah, he kept on going. And we might even be close to a second page at this point. But realistically, the account is absolutely stacked and there are so many heroes. For Shadow, you could see Double Eloise, Onkirimaru, Annabelle, Tix, Ithaca, Jara. This is all free to play over at least a year now. We have Fortress, all with these guys. Homejung, Fiona, Inosuke, Double Sherlock. We have Abyss, which has Ignis, Natasha, Waldeck, and double Delasium. Forest is rocking double Seer, who triple Rogan even. Olivia, Heartwatcher, Gloria, and Flora. And if we go to the Dark faction, this is stacked. So you can tell GDP is from an older time, back when multiple E5 carries was the way to go. In fact, GDP was the one who was pioneering the idea of running multiple carries on a team. And when Sherlock came out, was a huge fan of triple carry, triple Sherlock. There was a time as well when GDP was enjoying carries plus Garuda, and was pushing for people using Golden Crown Garuda as a tankier sustain lineup, where carries would just die and keep healing up the Garudas. And it was disgustingly powerful, very, very good. A lot of teams weren't able to deal with it. But yeah, really cool that he's still got those carries from back then. We also see a Drake, we see a Forcus, and we see a second Forcus as well. That's kind of cool. Got two Amun-Ra's, and only two Mims have survived. I don't know if you had more Mims from older days of IDA, but it's very cool to see. And then the Life faction has, oh, you still have a Faith Blade? That's epic. Asmodel, Belrain, Ada, Tara, Russell, Tussalago, and Andreas. So basically one of every light hero, I think. That seems about correct. And you had 4 at some point, 4 Mims. Okay, so yeah, 2 of them got swapped, which would probably make sense. Probably the Focuses or something like that. But yeah, either way, insane account. This account, honestly, think how powerful it could be if GDP kept playing. But that's the thing, you change the game, you mix things up, and you move away from what is probably the main fundamental reason people spent, which at the time was PvP. Of course you're going to lose people who care about that. At the end of the day, I don't know about you guys, but I like to know that what I'm doing is getting me something at the end of it. So if I'm spending money and I'm grinding in a game, I expect to see something for my spending and my progress. In my personal case, it would be an ultimate PvP team that gets me everything I need to compete. Unfortunately though, there is no competitive PvP in this game, and if you think there is, you're lying to yourself, because as GDP rightly said, health, attack, and speed are completely all over the place thanks to the Celestial Island, which basically said, oh, by the way, if you want to have the most powerful hero you possibly can, you have to have your entire team of 6 all in here, all with Void 4 heroes, all with all the flags, all the artifacts, everything, and it just becomes totally unreasonable. In fact, if you do want to compete in PvP, I encourage you to check out the IHXC. If you don't know what that is, that's a PvP tournament, which we are starting literally next month. We've talked about it on the channel before, and people are asking, hey, is it still happening? It absolutely is. And if you want more information about that, it is a 10-star PvP tournament where we will be monitoring it, doing potential bans if heroes become too powerful, and just basically trying to provide a new way people can enjoy PvP in a way that's also free-to-play friendly, and you could probably get a team free-to-play in the space of 6 months, and maybe a very, very powerful team in the space of a year. Or if you spend, you could probably have it super quick. You might even have a side account that has all the things you possibly need. More information about that can be found on my Twitch channel by typing in !IHXC. If you don't know where my Twitch channel is, it's in the description below. Anyway, enough of me plugging myself. Let's go take a look at more of GDP's stuff. Now, let's actually, you know, whilst we're back in the Celestial Island, I want to look at your skins and artifacts. So how many legendary skins have we got? Holy crap. Tons. Absolutely tons. Oh my word. That's a lot of skins, bro. 85 on the skin gallery. Yep, 43 legendary skins, guys. Yo, Jasper.
Hee hee.
Hee hee. To you too. Hi, hi. How's it going? All right. So yeah, a lot of your skin bonds are complete as well, GDP, which is cool to see. But you know, some skins will be missing. You'll probably notice that a lot of the recent Festival Limited skins we don't have our hands on. It's because we haven't been spending. Either way, pretty cool. Let's go take a look at... oh, the artifacts. That's the other thing I wanted to go ahead and see. How are you doing for those? Wow, no way. You have 3 Snow Hearts, 6 Golden Crowns, an Antler's Cane, Melodic Strings, Magic Stone Sword, 2 Transcendence Flags, a Rui Scepter, Punisher of Immortal, 2 Augustus Magic Balls, 4 Demon Bells, and a Forest Flag. Was all of this achieved without spending money, GDP? And you have more Snow Hearts? Oh, just lying around? Holy smokes, let's go take a look. Where are they? Are they on heroes or are they out and about? Wow, you have 6 Rui Scepters, 7 Snow Hearts, 8 Snow Hearts just sitting around. 5? What? No! 5 Wildfire Torches? Dude! What is the meaning of that? You absolute donut. Why have you got these? 5 Lucky Candy Bars, 4 Kiss of Ghosts. Oh, man. You used to have 8? I can imagine you did, and you must have swapped the other ones. I guess with GDP, nothing goes untested. That was that was one thing you could rely on. And you've got way more Demon Bells here, just a casual 7 sitting around. And I imagine there's stuff equipped to other heroes too. There's gotta be. Yep, there's an A and B. You know, why am I looking at it like this? Let's go on to this view. There we go. That's so much nicer. Man, oh man. A load of these heroes aren't even equipped. Rip Guild Wars. Right, there's a Kiss of Ghost. Wild. Yep. Madness. Crazy how much stuff you've got. Look at the boxes. Wait. Oh no, you mean chests? What have you got? Oh my word, we've got the Essence Sublimation chest. Wait, you must have bought this then. That must have got purchased. Are you back spending again? Are you playing again, bro? Is that what's going on? Just a little bit of cash to cash on the side? Wild. You spent some special packs? Okay, just a casual little bit of a sprinkle here and there. Okay, that makes sense. We've got a few chests here with artifacts in. There's 2 there. Do you have more down the bottom? No, but we've got... Oh my goodness, you've still got the selection chest from Autumn? Dude, this is ancient! This is almost a year old! Wow! I guess you never needed anything from this, right? That's crazy. But look at all those chests as well. I know so many players would kill for these. 2 9-star chests, 5 stars, so many 5 stars. Wow. Even the light and dark chests. Oh my word. These are the ones from... Okay, you'll notice there is no Drake in... Oh no, Drake is in this chest? Wait. So what anniversary were these from? Because there was a... I think these are from... the anniversary not gone, the anniversary before that. So these are a year old. 2020, yeah, it must be. Or was it 2021? I think it was 2021's anniversary, when Andrea came out. So crazy that you still got some of this stuff. Cause of origin? None. Good lad. And equipment? Yeah, it's all standard stuff. And there's your artifacts. Holy crap, dude. Let's take a look at your seal ends. How far did you manage to push these? Because I remember you were doing a lot of seal end 25 clears back in the day. And nothing's gone beyond that. Wow. So you haven't got any 26s or 27s. Honestly, I'm a little surprised by that. Because you could probably do it with your account. If I just look at Forest... I mean, surely there's a way that you could squeezy out this Vesa. Like, how much power has she got? Yo, dude, she's stronger than my Vesa. And she's B-. You have been doing a little bit of spendy spend. Right, you could totally get CLN 26 down, dude. Definitely give it a try, right? You've got double Seahu, you have the Olivia, you got double Rogan. Come on, man. Give it a spin, you'll have fun. I mean, it'll probably, you might even get to 27 with this account. And if you could even build a Freya if you haven't got one. Oh, you've got one! Dude, but, come on, man. Sleeping at the wheel, GDP. You've lost your touch, man. Right, let's look at your hero shards. Here we go. And it's funny, I say he's lost his touch. At the moment, he's literally just logging in and doing Idle Master, right? He's like, I suppose. Spending a little bit here and there and Idle Mastering the rest of it. Sometimes you just don't have the enthusiasm to play. And you told me it's not managed. I get that, yeah? Like, he doesn't even log in and do his things as much. It's like, I could do these things. I might not. Can't really be bothered. But you've kind of got to keep the account going, right? For the, you know, what's the word? I guess for the nostalgia. Like, it would be a shame to see it go. But oh my word, look at those Penny and Oberon copies. That's 21 pennies, 32 overruns. Wild. Oh my word! 84 Divine Spirits. Man's been popping off on the Prophet Orbs. Holy crap. This is absolutely stacked. Yeah, literally popping off on Prophet Orbs. You can see all of these 5 stars we've got is just GDP doing Prophet Orbs, or whoever was looking after his account doing Prophet Orbs, and then literally doing nothing with the stuff you pulled. This is legitimately hoarding at its worst. But then again, does my man need food? Does he need heroes? Not really, right? Oh, geez, who are we gonna build today, guys? I don't know. I already have them all, right? Can I see your Pokédex? Do you have everything?
Damn those shards, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's right, Cricket. And I think we've built every single hero to 10-star. Oh, my word. This is near perfection. Even Mockman's there. Nice. What? Did you never built Tussolago to 6-star? How could you let it sit there? And what, 6-star Focus is missing as well? Oh, so it is. The true question is, did he build Transcendence Heroes from 5-star? That is the true question. Let's find out. No. Some of them he did, in all fairness, but some of them he didn't, right? Homejung, Freya, Eos, and Mockman didn't get that treatment. But you did manage to do it back in the olden days with Swordflash, Halora, Asmodel, Jara, and Vesa, and then he stopped playing. Oh, Aspen as well. So yeah, That's fair enough. And disappointment is real. Oh man, that's hilarious. And yeah, spend your money on food. Well, I mean, there's you mean real food or food? Because yeah, spend your money on actual food. That's what I would do. All the yummies, right? Protein. How many crystals has he got? Let's go find out. Let's look at his achievements first, right? So he's managed to obtain 220 5-star heroes, or at least he's managed to get to 220 heroic summons without a single 5-star. That's an impressive feat in and of itself. And you've opened 2,717 cores. Holy crap, dude. That number would be even higher as well if you hadn't stopped. That is ridiculous. Were you buying cores at every single opportunity you could back in the day to try and stay on top? Because I'm pretty sure there was a time when whales were doing that. Every time you could grab a core, you were grabbing a core, and you say no. Okay, that makes sense. But I know there was a time when people were doing that. Oh, you hated buying cores? Oh man, I feel that. Because at the end of the day, cores, you're literally just spending for things that generate 5 stars. And like stellar shards are great up until a point, but I mean, that was probably the most infuriating thing about the Void, is the need for stellar shards and imprinting. And not just for your heroes, but once the Celestial Island came out, for your tenants as well. I mean, that was a huge kick in the nuts to whales. It's like, oh, you have managed to void for all 6 of your heroes. Well, go void for 4 more heroes for all 6 of your heroes if you want to run them all as tenants. Ha ha ha. And it's a bit of an insult, but that's probably one of the reasons you stopped spending entirely. It was like, oh, right, okay, you're just trying to milk me? No. And I think that's an incredible amount of self-awareness from GDP as well, right? At the end of the day, you don't mind getting milked if it's fun, right? You don't mind. But once the main thing that's enjoyable to you is gone, it's gone. And you only have 850 heroic summon scrolls. That's fair enough. And how your profit up's doing? 200. You've been using them. That's nice. Oh, in achievements? Wait, there's a way to see how many... Oh, there is. Oh, there is. You totally can see. Wow! 16,667 profit orbs, and you've drawn 41 5-stars. Holy crap, that's from wishing coins. In your time, you've managed to do 574 6-star quests. Oh my goodness me. Where's the big one? Where is it? Where's heroic summons? I'm totally missing it. I'm looking for the biggest number you have. There it is! 69,618. Epic. I'm impressed. That's a lot of heroic summons. You've been playing a while, man. And spending too. I love to see it. I really do. Although you've only ever managed to get 3 5-stars from basic summons. How many basic scrolls do you have? 131. Guess you just haven't been lucky. And oh my goodness. You have 107 5-stars that you can just summon from here. That's insane. And how many 5-stars do you have just sitting in the bag? That's one thing I didn't check.
How much time this would take a F2P account, Skull.
Oh, yeah, Jasper, you just couldn't even do this free to play. There is absolutely no chance. And for 5 stars here... No! What? 506? Dude! Yeah. He's not lying when he says the account's not being managed. There was a time, back in the day, where I said, GDP, does your bag look like this? And he said, no. I use all my 5 stars to make sure I've built the most heroes I possibly can. He said that to me back in 2020, right? I asked him, I was like, dude, how bad's the bag? And he's like, it's beautiful, right? Not anymore, it ain't. Holy crap. Like, GDP, your account is Thor in the Marvel films, right? Impeccable, beautiful, so well done. You catch up to him and see what he's doing now, and he's just sat there like, oh, hey, dude, want a beer? Right? You've literally turned your account into Hembo Thor. That's what has happened here. Literally, a moment of neglect and suddenly, right? That's what's happened. And for the 4-star shards, shall we? 4,000. That's not that terrible. Accounts do rack up that, you know, like that quite easily. So that's not shocking. But this is, I'm sorry. 4,004 stars got nothing on 500 5 stars. Oh my word. Genuinely quivering at this. Oh my word. Lights, you got 74 4-star lights. You've got all these 5-star light and darks as well, just chilling. This is mad. Have a look at his seal line currency. Oh. Okay, that's not terrible. That's just 2 5-stars here and then whatever you want from light and dark. I mean, it's still pretty shocking. There's no avoiding that, but it's actually not that terrible. And you bought some recently? What? What do you mean you bought some recently? Dude, why? Just so they can sit in your bag instead? And just be chilling? Like, yeah, I thought so. Unless it was elites, because you only have 2 elite shards there. Or like 2 heroes from elite shards. It's like, no, I prefer them in my bag, you know. I like this number being bigger. Oh man, that's hilarious. So yeah, the last thing we should go and take a look at really is your star spawns, isn't it? Because I think this is where you're going to see the biggest difference and probably the most amount of neglect. So if I just literally click this thing, you'll see, yeah, you can see straight away, a lot of these are only level 100. And some of them aren't even that. We have the ranger one who's level 70. I mean, you do have all of them, which is nice. But you can see that there are accounts who've achieved this, who started like when GDP quit. So flat out, this is probably the thing that's taken one of the biggest hits. And the tree 284, is that good or bad? Like, I don't know. But still, it's pretty, it seems epic. But it might not be. How many eggs do you have? Oh, you don't. I can claim this for you. There you go. Boop. Well done. Do you want me to open this chaotic egg as well? Might as well. Oh, look at that. Your realms gate ended. Wait a minute. You're on Void Corruption 112? Are you telling me with your account, you couldn't figure out a team to do 120? To be fair, you did say it is neglected. So he's not actually bothered about figuring out a team that can do 120. I think that's the thing. When you fall behind and you've been so used to being ahead, you start sacrificing progress a little bit easier for your own sanity. So GDP saying, oh, I just log in and do the idle master and that's it. You've got to appreciate that in his eyes, he's like, I've already lost a load of progress. Who cares if I don't do the perfect dailies and don't do my realms gate optimally, right? It's totally relatable. So yeah, let's take a look at these crystals. Oh, only 1 million crystals of transcendence. That is fair enough. I thought that would be higher, but yeah, nice. And all your cores have been used, so that's good. Solid, very solid indeed. I'm honestly, I don't know what to say. A little bit of me wants to go, oh, GDP, whale more, get back onto your old horse. But at the end of the day, why would I say that? There's no reason to do that. And I think what we should take away from this is that you can have your fun and you can stop. I know there's a lot of whales in the game who keep spending, and if you ask them, why do you spend? They say, I don't know. I just do because that's what I've always done, and I want to stay relevant, and I want to compete. If you remember, my old moderator, Original, was exactly the same. And eventually, he just had one moment when flags came out, and he was like, no, I am done. That was after he spent $1,000 on flags. And he just was like, what am I doing? Why am I grabbing things the moment they come out and not seeing good return? And he was just really infuriated with the fact that he was stuck in fear of missing out and the sunken cost fallacy, where once he'd spent money, he felt like he had to keep doing it to stay relevant. And I think actually, GDP, how do you feel your life has changed since you stopped spending on idle heroes? Do you feel like it's been better? Or do you think it's been worse? Because I know you're a huge member of this community, and I know you've connected with the people, and I know there are people you've met and made friends with along the way. But the funny thing is, GDP didn't have to keep spending to keep those friends. He still can pop in the Discord and get a, hey, how's it going, man? People like PogChamp, GDP. And overall, it's been better, but it's for multiple reasons. Yeah, I get that. I get that. And I think, you know what? I'm going to read into that a little bit more. What he says for multiple reasons, is something I think a lot of us forget. And it's the Idle Heroes isn't just a game for many, many people. It is a way of life. This game and all its timers and its entire system of making you log in every day for optimal progress, the idea that we get annoyed if we miss a day or we laugh at people if they forget to complete an event, it all comes down to this idea that to stay relevant, you have to keep going.
30 months.
Thank you, Tartarus. 30 months is absolutely insane. There is another guy who moved away from the game to focus on his life. It goes without saying that this is a huge commitment. And sometimes you have to say, Idle Heroes is getting in the way of my life. Like anything, it's time consuming, and it can distract you from the things that really matter, which is either yourself, your loved ones, or where you should invest your money. And in all of those circumstances, only ever play Idle Heroes if you're playing the game. Don't let the game play you. Because I know there's going to be a lot of people at home who get frustrated if they miss something, who let the game and their addiction to it rule their life, their money, and the decisions they make from day to day. Please do assess your own self. Have you ever said no to doing something because of Idle Heroes? If that's the case, you might really want to consider what's more important. The things you do in your life or Idle Heroes. I'm not saying people should quit the game. I'm just saying sometimes you got to make a tough decision. And that's exactly what GDP did. And I feel like he's not lost anything. Because when GDP left, the thing that really mattered to him had already gone. And that was PvP. So yeah, thank you for letting us take a look at this GDP. I hope this has been insightful for many of you folks. And I feel like that message can hopefully ring out to a few of you. Play for fun. Don't play to get played. If you want to catch more content like this, hit the subscribe button. Put a comment down below for the algorithm. Give it a like. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, though, happy idling.